Ogbanje, The Beautiful Tragedy, Part 3. It was 3 days. Adora still lies lifeless in her hut. The people of Uzo was asking questions. Why will a healthy young woman full of life just slump just like that and refuse to wake up? Adora was not dead, neither was she alive. Her father was as confused as his villagers. He had no idea of the old woman's prophecy. Nkem's heart was broken. She neither eats nor sleeps. She just laid down with her daughter in her hut day and night. Ugochi decided to see Onwa, the chief priest of Uzo. When he got to Onwa's shrine, Onwa consulted the gods. Ogbanje, oh Ogbanje, he screamed. The children of the spirit. I don't understand. Who is an Ogbanje? Ugochi asked. Nkem, your wife, is an Ogbanje, and whatever an Ogbanje gives birth to will surely be an Ogbanje. Your daughter Adora is an Ogbanje, and she is the prize, said Onwa the chief priest. Ugochi heart pounded in so much fear and anger, and he was speechless. But Onwa continued. Your wife's barrenness was a punishment she served because she did not keep to her Inyowa, an oath she took with her Ogbanje sisters. She cried day by day, and she was blessed with a beautiful daughter, who is still an Ogbanje. Her Inyowa was to die whenever she agrees to get married to any man. And she already agreed to marry Obiora, the wealthy palm wine tapper, Onwa explained. What do I do? Is my daughter dead? Is she going to die? Ugochi asked. No, she is not dead, but she might die if her Inyowa is not brought to Uzo and be destroyed. The bond she has with you and your wife Nkem was the reason she did not die immediately. Ugochi in pain, asked Onwa where he can find the Inyowa and what it looks like. But Onwa laughed and told him that the journey is not an easy one, and it is not for the old, but for the young. 5 young men will go to the evil forest at the mountains of Ini to search for the Inyowa of Ogbanje and bring it back to Uzo for it to be destroyed. The next day, they told the king everything that was seen. Then the king summoned all the men in Uzo and told them their findings about what is happening to Adora. Everything about the journey was also disclosed to them. A lot of them were angry and murmured about how they wouldn't dare to risk their lives. But they had no choice because the gods had chosen the people to go for the deadly search, and those will be identified by Onwa, the chief priest. The chief priest began the identification. The men he identified were Ogbanje, who has one of the biggest yam bands in Uzo, but he is a coward. Obiora, the wealthy palm wine tapper, who is so handsome and very attractive to any woman no matter who the woman is. Jidenna, who is the son of Onwa, the chief priest, and he is a seer. Akuolisa, the poor orphan, who survived only by farming in his late father's only piece of land and works in other people's farm to get paid, but he's a wise man. Ikenna, the crown prince of Uzo, who is very brave. The king was bitter, but he cannot question the gods. The 5 men stayed in Onwa's shrine for 2 days for fortification. On the 3rd day at sunrise, the journey to the Ini mountains began. Is this journey going to be a success?